Yadanyamiase.
Me who na check akra.
Easy.
Yeah, and the mama me who. That would be na me who is na oh kuma se woni eh o ma hene say we be a motwa picture kama there.
Sure. Sure. Yadanyamiase.
Opi ene na am say Vibra do the argument be about but o ma obi anka bi ono nkwa na argue. Ntino o ma ye kwan dey argument na akasa.
Mate. We has ni ana.
Edudo no kotoko ni pa. Yeah, they brought it. I think they brought it. Yeah, they brought it. Ma Percival Kofi Akpalo Akwaba. Leader founder LPG Akwaba ete saying.
Yeah, me go so obi. Nyamena kopon ado me ho ye. Nemo so last week me koye ma me nua no ba week.
Oh, okay.
Tinyame aduma me dey so na me ye.
Aye no.
Me ye me brother. Aye wo ho.
Oh, okay.
Me dey ya tino.
Okay.
Say my
Waswan shit.
My party. Ya no mabujame. Na efe.
Mate.
Na obi.
Yes.
Me ba have first so the question be epuma me pa.
Dear him.
You say 24-hour economy no. Na 24-hour economy me read or more response questions and answers. I just say omo answers nyina for the my no omo ade atwera be go no my answer.
For now, yes.
Na ade omo
for now.
Okay.
Yes.
Papa ba ku bi e kan o say a game changer.
That's the TUC General Secretary.
Many will be kapa because so catch me say we a game changer me din ho yaw.
No, but to be fair to him, no, at the time we make his comment, no, na details say Emma.
I think
initially,
and Papa ne pre no ho. So because me tena say na me na and I was so happy. Remember say me who or more response na me who details no. So many details in there and I'm disappointed in the details because we call mining sector galamsey for Krombo night. Galamsey. Omukwa night kwa Krombo more. And I galamsey so afeni pa bebrebe we adwumam e Ghana ha. Mining sector now the normal organized one. So me try no go fields na 24/7. The mining sector there, you are not doing anything new there. When it comes to the manufacturing, say biscuit here, there, crackers here, we near that. You produce water, you produce 24/7. Coca-Cola, malt, Guinness, Omninas run 24/7. Now, some who are there before NDC for no more minanti because Matis or move you should reference we say UK, no money that. Yatina UK, Yatina Germany, Yatina Ireland. We call Frankfurt 24/7. But no piano in the Juma 24/7 be.
Yes.
We call Osuaya Osuaya and answer Vienna City Kumasi Golden Tulips area on man. All 24/7. Name 24/7. No bo Usua. Your shops be on man shops no. Day. No matter what happens, omutimi be an adjo. But you be on my omutimi be no anajo. Eti over the public sector now. As of Maka, must DVL, you run 24/7. No more running a use so 24/7 passport office. Number 2, and you be a cars, you know, young register no and I do a BBC. Cars. Na cars in a boutua, my cars, you know. I say, me and Tiase, and our passport, you know. Over so your passport, printer, no many printing, machine, it mean print it, a young one. I said, I saw print 24/7. So printer number here more than additional printers. Now, Matisse almost say they are going to put in more police on the street near that day because one say
for security during the night.
Maybe I need to so. Say, see, Ghanaians are complaining all over. Say the chunk of our revenue, is going into the public sector employees. The one from who say they are not getting the needed omuhia. So the major engineer say you are going to add more to it. Almost say construction so around 24/7. Second roads to the 24/7 water ana.
Contractors need be here Jumana.
Exactly. It depends. East Legon. Omo ya omo kwan no executive for anymore no. And I junior no so light no more adwuma. Etinya fe na sanema we beba wo. Contractor no o scam kwa dia. Na so be adwuma no we ntentema. Obe we tentem because onye ofani pa na jo no be ya ne be no lighter. Obe so light net so. So let me say because in so additional cost. So also lighter can also you pay more. And na adwuma so me na jo no. And na hodini ni mu osa. They say the be in the time. Because Yakopon boy and was said a boy nipa. Say nipa edru anadwo I saw da. Etia adwuma be na anadwo and what then to say adwuma be na mom remember say obe ye adwuma anadwo so odd hours to odd hours and goes with extra benefit allowances near that there as what the kind of no so because adwuma Sunday some man extra allowance and about the media sector, all the TV stations, all the radio stations, even community radio stations kwa boy cross kra omo run 24/7 na ade ba ko hu mu a asem yem sheme so mo se kuayo ye be 24/7 and bia portrait family 24/7 and I say e ko do furu ne be 24/7 na egure mo so light is one man asa wakwede na wo ba na jora na obegina hefa so dem eche no eti de ba bi ono ma they should go back and sit down na oboma ye nam say ribu ba ku bia waka sem bia professor e wo Legon Professor Mensah Kobe Mensah. Yes, okay. I think on the trust I in my home. It will come bibia na ni bo fu pa. But onya botre o try the corner professor. Yeah, my uncle school ni say any day. Ebetimi ebusa ya adwene because if enya so apart from so school no if enya so school dey nko bi that dey na so say nya pa di fie dey ndey kakra we trim. Wo the professor be to no ye busam. Eti me busam say prof so na tro ye dia 247 no brilliant. So the BBC the eba abe change the game no. Now so yenya hunu ade new. We want something new that will give us hope. So kai idea we idea betima bibi as a sound.
LPG no more idea ba ko ye new.
Oh yeah, idea is say betua nkolaka akola bia child benefit. Yani atena bo change atena bo kakra wonim. Akola bia bosom so ye tia na mameka for ana say parents as a guide na wo hwa akra no. Ye tia wo ka say child benefit. Say when akra na wo hwe no ntino e dey ma benefit no ba e fa na say ye tia nkora neka. E tie di e be introduce no kroma. Akola bia woni bia bosom so a e betua assess.
No in more estimation on kwala sen na mo betua on every year.
Oh the last time no na 10.8
10.8 what
million
in kwala 10.8 million.
Oh yes. Because we
mo betua obi aka sen.
Oh yeah, it's 500 Ghana cedis
a month
betua akora bia because we know what we want to stimulate the economy. We want to create jobs. So we so creating jobs there should be money circulating in the economy. So you can't circulate the economy ma what one better. And what Ghana says here is can't circulate you. People are complaining because money are not circulating.
You know me one mammy and son.
2005. What
500 Ghana.
It's 2005.
I know mo confess ka when the eyes are.
And it's going to Bank of Ghana go here.
Bank of Ghana.
Scan go here. Make us a $1. Get your seed.
Some men can't say
William, make us a show. Ghana cedi no. Yen use one never use cedi no.
Yeah, no see use.
Exactly. Let me tell you, let me take your mind to Russia. When they attack Ukraine, you know. Once the Americans say the Europeans say more sanctions say no more kai you so the rebels will rumble.
Yes.
Now my general say Russians. But Russians came back to tell them say everybody who want to trade with them will use their currency. But we are not using our currency. That is why our currency is always weakening. What I say, Obi, I'm an accountant by profession.
I know.
Menya ekaku. Na efe so me the mission dem. Me man go school say man track classroom.
Okay.
Otie man track classroom. Me na mission ma dey na me dey chatae. Otie say me school me kwa no bi onim bi ka chiro. School ni an kwa nwie. E jano kwam so da me chero. Eti ene dey me na me sweat takashi na me sua na me dey duru ba bi ma duru no. Aha. Eti ene ma bi won ho aminim. Hwe na ma tena brochire. Ma sua brofo no. And I'm sure be say whoever say
no, but my question no.
Who say? Who's this kind of way?
Well, I mean, who said 10.8 million children, and I'm expecting.
Exactly.
Say you betray on every year.
Exactly.
It can increase because you
have more. Even the kids are even more than the number.
In the by back of the envelope calculation of 500 Ghana is times 10.8 million every year.
Yeah.
Ubenya says can free. Or say Bank of Ghana.
Exactly.
Bank of Ghana sika ben. So obema ye twa sika begum na hebe den.
Sika de well the way we see defining money. What the no or somebody would define money by holding cash.
Yes.
The notes or the
Yes.
coins.
Yes.
Somebody will see money as an account. So we can create an account and the money should be flowing. And then say, and yes, it can't paper. Keke. Account. What do I want them? Also, for Vodafone, MTN for marketing money ukrumano. Ye cash.
Yeah.
But on panya in them. So that makes sense. So we there are so many ways to create money to circulate the economy. But the truth of the matter is that when you build an organized economy, na se bia me auto idea so tua VAT and the VAT will come back to the state. O business ekoswa. Na se wo fa employees o tua mo ka be tua mo senate and as social security. Obesa tua mo PAYE. It come back to the state. The net pay ne kutano no okoto idea obetua VAT. It will come back to the state.
Okay.
When the business does well, they will pay dividends. Okay, pay dividends. They will pay income tax on the dividends. The business itself, when it does well, it will pay corporation taxes. So if the small businesses are also doing well, they will pay what do you call it? Income tax.
Okay.
Now I have a problem when the Senate people come and sit here. Almost all more big drive
Seed campaign.
You see, let me tell you, I can give them a good solution.
Hey.
Oh yes, because what they are doing, they are just wasting time.
Oh no, but that's not fair.
No. Okay, maybe I will
withdraw.
draw.
Not say, I almost strategic meetings. And you campaign about how you.
Okay. Maybe I don't want to run down.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry for using that, but I want to be honest. That's not the way. Say compulsory. Okay, everybody making income in the economy should contribute to Senate. Okay, now so be a taxi driver. Every year you have to file this for a tax return, and then the income then you pay percentage to Senate. What I mention, but it's just Senate to follow a revise and as a review of my
Senate law no.
So that you be quite here more.
Me access
Exactly. Say you are working and then you lose your job.
Yeah.
Like the bankers are no more, the banking sector or more consolidation. Are we paying them unemployment benefit? No. We need to amend the law. Exactly.
But you know, Senate in the law, no, say when you contribute for some number of years or month, even when I won't hit your retirement age, you can assess SNET.
Beautiful.
With my assess or pension.
We see, we have to distinguish between the two here. A pension and then social security.
Yes.
There are two things.
Yes.
And Ghana then boom. Social security
and national insurance
trust. Social security
and national insurance trust.
Exactly. So we have the state pension and then the
social security.
So the social security bit, that is where exactly. If I say they have to have access to unemployment benefit. The person has contributed as maybe an employee or something like that. When I become president, we are going to amend all these laws such that when we pay unemployment benefit here, we pay income support here, we pay job seekers allowance. We just want to turn this country around to create jobs and to create an atmosphere. Charlie. Everybody will be happy to stay here.
We are too much.
What we fantastic.
Fantastic. Maybe too much, Charlie.
But
Obi, nyamya dom me ho ye. Me gidi say wo so ho ye.
Adom. But say what feel my leader.
Oh, you see
and a pipe dreams
na bu sounds there yen hina everything me abon ye pe o. Obi be bottle now, obi be bo beats. Because yen hina yen bo sound business here. Everybody can play. But you see Obi, let me tackle it before I come to Kofi. Ekosisen's party issue about this 24-hour economy.
Yes.
Thing. I don't know why the MPP and for that matter, some extended they seem to be reeling under a certain
a certain pressure, eh?
Yes. President Mahama just mentioned this thing once. Okay, or cool. Or call Napro Yeni campaign.
Yeah. But on Napro no church, more Jibress.
And I'm just can we your call.
Okay.
Yeah. The vice president of all people. That also responded. The voice cry, he lost his voice. And he ended up say it's a chop bar for cry yeah juma 24 hours, and it's that argument and oti when I say a fuel station for yeah juma and najo when we mu yeah juma najo and all of that. See, this simplistic understanding of this thing, to stop it. Free SHS ebeba. Now you launch your friend say pilot of the free SHS. Maybe so. Now Ministry of Education, wherein they undertaking for over 10,000 people, students. And I want to say that.
Yeah, so can't the bursaries, bursaries there,
exactly.
For day students there.
Yes. Something about free, your friends saying, had taken place. And those people who were going on that bursary program, were they paying fees? Please. Stop this thing. Ain't you know, Bibia knew I knew. It was as so. But we emphasis our man no, and a betre if I saw it be free so abba. Yeah, Kasa, you say, yeah, choba na jo, according to Vice President. Me baby, I be was. Does it mean, say, because you're choba na junti, we are running a 24-hour economy? Is that what it means?
Maybe you define what 24-hour economy is to Yenina.
You see, that is why Yenina say yede adwin toto hu say eden na ye pa kire.
What is 24-hour economy? Yes. That's what you mean.
You understand? So that you don't apply and now filling station for year Juma 24 hours. And now when we hear Juma 24 hours. What is the state's own you can't say that's a word I want to use a disposition on that 24-hour economy. You understand? Because I would decided say made run panda 24 hours. Nobody will stop me.
Yes, and nobody can force.
Nobody can force me to also
run 24 hours. Yes,
and obi also bambe for so be, but it is the atmosphere and the environment. You be creative. Such a policy can thrive. Now, ama system ni mu ebie na say eduma because we are talking 3 shifts here. Yeah, 8 hours according to our laws. It is a yeah was our system. My team ma obi, and I say obi or person obi in a juma. Say me panda bet me a juma 3 shifts a day. Me number of staff. I mean what he say staff strength. Either say bed double and a bed triple. That's what I say.
Yes.
Yes. So, buying no DSS here is to create the infrastructure. The foundation. About such your friend is saying and thriving.
And when we take the panda example now.
Yes.
Say panda bits me run a 3 shifter. What should government do for you?
What should government do? Government will take charge of transportation. Eba panda na oni ono anika.
Okay, because I'm told say Brasse na camera no Richard Brasse kakama yen why
obi any oni
ono
anika na obi assess or access transport.
Okay.
Intino before then we used to have something we called ayalulu. It was an idea na ye as a political party. Ye be boa so that ebema your friends say buses and anti anopa ewia ne anajo.
Speed lanes.
So say na be boa. This government came and killed that idea. What you say? Ayalolo wo hwa anka sema ye ken, it would have made sense to them. What you say? Because what would happen is say we need to add more to the Ayalolo system. Sakwan from Adenta side, maybe a bit me could be a Pantan Junction and ABP, all the way to reach they call National Theatre side. The mid session, yent me fat tram in Siso, Quabruchri, Turkey, Europe, and other places, and yet mid sessions, and a trams, ye Jumawo. If we move vast numbers of your friend is saying commuters, metro, mass transport, metro, train. Those are things are buying a denisika beshim. Se train unim se ene those days are maybe a movie mususa. Mr. Honorable Uncle Kwabna Sapon, the sure say he knows what I'm talking about. In those years, you saw me sure Kumasi to Takrade any
sleeper. Mafabida.
Yeah. Wonderful. Intino, so what was systems like this running states and a creative infrastructure, that's animal we run here. Tell me, say that 24-hour economy now you can't want wouldn't it be more pronounced than say choba one choba be juma overnight not to say it's already running.
But that infrastructure cannot be done in 2 or 3 years for the policy to kick in.
Don't you see?
Oh no, based on what you just said.
Can you call it say
okay.
Do you understand? Somebody must think it. Somebody must plan for it
and begin.
Somebody must start implementing. Somebody must start working with it, and then we do the evaluation to see how best it is running, and then say reviews to make it better. Then we do it.
Okay.
Do you understand? You don't sit back and want to kill it or make it look like to bastardize it. What haven't we given you? What did you mamu MPP for? What haven't we given you? Yamamu be BAB. Look at the mess you have given to us back. And then I was asking Richard, and I was saying free SHS. And I'm saying no, another subject. I don't even want to go there because you have math teachers, any headmasters, any one for the opportunity. So I'm kasa about free SHS. Ubetu asum. And then we give the students, university students, so they can talk. Personal experiences whilst they were undergoing these free SHS. Like I said, that is the only thing you could mention. 7 years in government with over 400 billion cedis. That's a bit me just free SHS so far. Now, spending won't cry and do 25 billion. And what are you in the last 5 years? Where did the rest of the money go? Now say yeah, dreaming acquire your befasudi at the papa Baumahimu. Ama, of course, this is not the only Richard, you are irritating me. I don't like what you are doing. No. Because I can do worse than no. Please, let's give each other that mutual respect.
That's true.
Do you understand? It's important.
I agree with
you. Do you understand?
I agree with
you. I can mess up this program. Nice.
I agree with you, and I've drawn his attention to proceed.
Me feel say this 24-hour economy thing. Bibi idea aba up. Nim and who nyansa biya upa kawanutum than to go and sell your misconceptions out there.
Okay.
What you say? If you don't even believe in it, nobody is forcing you to. So if you don't believe in it, go to sleep and leave it to us. And as I was trying to say, policy
okay.
Your manifesto,
just one of
this is one of it. First one, put and started Dezimui. First one, just one, and I have the Dezimui. So wait for the others.
No, so far, so I can't cancellation of licensure exams, no, and there two more being so come.
May say.
And a review in first 100 days.
Now, of course, now free SHS, the way I yet and it doesn't require a review. As useless as it me bas is here.
I know any about.
Oh, Obi, how do we describe a useless thing? It's useless, period. Yet me for poku at the same sa we ni a chama ni pate.
Hey.
Who was that video no?
Poku.
Opoku.
You can opoku.
You can't say.
Poku. Tuna.
Oh, was that video no?
No, I've seen it.
Oh, we. Chankwaya that Obi. Those days I say you see a thing said then. In our days when we were in secondary school, and now no na win ya name we cry na and quite dear. You be bow. You be man quite no rugby. You be a friend of rugby. What you say? You be man rugby now. Ma wa nya bi anum and quite cry bo nipa we muso. You saw the video, and you call this free SHS. Please, sardine baku. Nipa you one sardine ya chama nipa miensa. One sardine ya you container no. You one piece in the sardine no. 3 people are sharing it. Don't have a car free SHS accept. Don't go and annoy people who have had to. I have a friend, very close friend. I mean, I can't ask him every day.
Yeah.
Niba sesia aka tu ba wakopen aka. Bako confront him. 1 year later na bako confront man. And I think 2 years later, the last one, a pre-sec first year. The reason I no free, one pushy from fancy, premium fancy, the end no. I will be pre-sec. That should tell you something. This time, because he could have chosen fancy premium, but to choose pre-sec or Tiashoma.
Now we're being school.
Yes, this guy was like already intense, and then Infantima. Or the qua next week in front of him, no the call. The next week in front of him,
or the day call.
Ediani, me way as and I'm way as and I'm way as every week. Or call way dear, no about way dear. What you say?
Was there the money did it?
Oh, yeah, dear. Ebia Oban Kobia. Oban Kobi. Itina Okani. But like I said, people are listening.
Very well.
Now, mobile bet nephew so. Yasan high teachers. You said you want call extra classes. Yakobo muhuka. And you are sitting here. What drop one more exam.
And I'm more
mark muhu.
Or more mark.
And I'm more bomb say mama. What then I'm going to join Gambia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and I'm going to draw the same exam. Because you want to clap for yourselves. Go and compete in West Africa with free SHS. You are bringing up students up to the standard that we are all.
Kojo, I'll come back to you. Let me listen to Richard Ahiagba. Richard,
Obi.
Yes.
Obi, you offer.
When it's here,
2 minutes. That is it. Offer. Offer. There's a camera no on it. You hear now.
Offer. Can hello go mic. Ni mo kakra ma ye. Offer sapon. Monye microphone ye man. Yes, offer akwa be te sen.
Nyankopa da roma ye hoye.
U twem na wo chia ye on.
Twem na mo chia mo ne maba de an maka ba ko. So ma me kwan dia.
Ye ma osima be mienu bi e.
Bien san.
Hey. Offer.
Obi.
Yes, offer.
Oh, being cut topic I'm going to say something different that all of you are not expecting.
Over my away camera into me patch na konwa ne so. Why
Obi so unu say ya di bibi ba your friend E-levy.
E-levy, sure.
Yeah, a cash and giving you 6.7 to 8 billion cedis. Okay. And this for ya their part, they pride themselves. Say, Omotimiyama, sa E-levy, and you're successful. Say, how do I do so? Okay. You're privately open. Now, since you're up to today, you're collecting just below 480 million cedis, which means we are
for
not
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. You need 10%. 10% of the neck person. So what I say. Now, a brass E-levy ni buy, and I made a suggestion, and I'm here to repeat that suggestion for the whole country to consider. At that time, no, Obi, Bank of Ghana, and the statisticians, I can't say there were 5 billion electronic transactions. E-levy, no, electronic transaction levy.
Sure.
Okay, there were 5 billion electronic transactions. And I can't say, a man for say or moon 1.5%, 1%, your moon tia. So what I say, one CD per transaction. 1 CD per transaction. For 5 billion transactions, you have a cool 5 billion CDs in your pocket. Nobody will complain when you do that. Now, when the transaction is in dollars, you charge $1. If it is in pound sterling, you charge £1. If it is in euros, you charge €1. So at the end of the period, inventory, you have a basket of currencies. The minimum amount of money you will get for that basket is 5 billion. Because over $1, £1 transaction, one transaction will charge you £1. And you said then go charge you 10 cedis. So that's it. Until with that suggestion, you will get minimum 5 billion. Uncle baby, I was not successful in convincing anybody in my own government. I introduce Yahoo results. It is not working for us. This year we are going to Parliament to introduce new measures to raise more money. As far as I'm concerned, money is sitting right in our face. As of today, I have got information, I've not confirmed it. Obi obit me a confirm me anka me pay. Sir, electronic transactions I drew 1 trillion. Obi, 1 trillion. And you do? She had 1 CD per transaction. You know 1 trillion CD is cool. When the bell opposes ID, who is going to oppose it? Assume that 1 trillion no crowd and no credit. So if it was 5 billion in 2021, today, it might probably be about 10. So even if it is 10 billion and you charge 1 cedi, you get a minimum of 10 billion cedis. Give me there. They may cover electronic levy, electronic transaction levy. No, say, Mama charge 1 cedi per transaction, no exception. Yes, Obi are all transfer 10 cedis. Now you know 1 cedi
Sure.
Because Obeka say I didn't know Aduasare. Why any restaurant there we now all transfer $100,000. I could piaka now you know $1. So that's here. But that is how laws are. There be a favor binum positively, maybe so a favor binum negatively. The do baby a favor negatively. No, Sikana ya no, you bet him the BIA then. I saw one more sene. The person me can on me continue that was
I think it's a good point.
1 CD
across board
transaction across board, no exception. Any time you transfer money to a bank or to a customer from your phone, which are and no person deposit check a crown bank.
Yeah.
You don't go to bank. But you deposit check. You don't go to bank. Where's near you 1 cedi? You been your sika P. Yeah, Ubia Hobetono. Who crashy a juicy. Instead of the way number 1.5%, 1%, my exemptions was a low to extend this. It's almost useless.
Okay.
It's not giving us the money that we want. Because you get 6 billion last year now. This I am parliament say I introduce parliament net taxes the be as services passport immigration letter be free high more. So what I say because we all need money. But this is money staring right in our face. Let's go get it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Papa, Ekosiisen so ni higher Sempa FM. Enti Richard ahia agba beto aso amayen. Richard, me pacho afi me enti.
That's it. Thank you.
Richard me enti.
Now if I come now say say obi first no minchia etie any MPP communicators or Ghana nyina the MPP for nyina minchia your flag bearer so His Excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia I may adoma December 7th or babe win the election because Ghana we jumaye na de obetumi aye say juma no atwa de na do danko akufado ababeye ama ode Ghana abanani bebre no omo na betumi atwa so na first obi advice me kwa bi so na me siri kakra no
yes
na nsamo no involuntary man shada nsamo no said esisi ba no na ema me siri enye se ma shada nti na me siri me bra no ba nsamo no na eye me sa obi na me ma imagine say is a 24-hour economy ade we can we do hun komobio because eba ye nyina no I think say from so ayen ne say you engage that conversation instead of engaging and I say advancing your narrative and your achievement and then no ebro side no more kanaso obi 24-hour economy you know any organic any idea da obi book mu no akofa ba na no anka say we need a friend 24-hour economy you know what the bar no why and this a secondary or even tertiary idea based on infrastructure and as a foundation we see our economy no no e ba now there so how can your potential I bet to me ayama ya ejuma abroso because oh ye ejuma na person or extra time or the friend say overtime but what they say based on say ade na o manufacture no nipa percent to bebre na from anopa till 5 no ebia dia obe produce no enso nipa abese to nti o so adwumayefo emisremo mma yentra na yenye be 2 hours bi nka ho because omo pa de no do so 2 hours no bia na etumi ama na so bia so de opese to e na wo ye but won fiti en starting for obi adwuma mu ka se wo de obe extra time abra wonim demand e wo ho nti 24-hour economy no enya idea on its own na wo ko plug it now the abase we me the 24 hours you have to build economy first. You have to have economy. And also answer 24 hours. Now 24 hours is and yet the entire economy. Omo aye bia omo achievement na na say omo initiative obia o ka omo referencing the Sydney Australia. Now a crow Sydney no because of nightlife, because of tourism no, they decided to say they want to do a 24-hour economy. Say be ya nightlife or more infrastructure, no nightclubs, restaurants anyway, no more. Na nipa so bakro ni mu. Se nipa bakro ni mu dia yem fa kwa ebi so ne hotels anyway ne yem biem tum. Wo se nipa ne ba dia ye be wan ba omo wo nipa no amo ba. Enti no it's on the basis of sadie no na wo ye. Enti so ko gina podium be so say ye be 24-hour economy. It doesn't make sense. Na Ghana ye wo mu ya wo kasa no. Our economy, you can't say that. Well, na me bra cancel. So now we travel beside Kurampo says I the way 4 years that bet was ye ba ye men bongu. Mo betra ha 8 years. Sabre na idea na no mo dwene mo da mo dwene ho bisa. Say betu by 24-hour economy. Kasa hunu na end this forecast. Look, ebrebi na no wia na ye wo meet bi na honorable Kojo Ponkruma na o kase bi na o de infato ho bi ba. Say na me wo US. And na Trump ba you na ye ne obeyese na obesi wall afa America nyina ho. Very upset. Would you know how one tia say Ghana eti hey yes ye be to wall afa Ghana nyina ho e idea nipa be ye politics o kudumu ho. Because nipa no ewo hu o mumu say amanfo efi Mexico amanfo efi Latin America e ba mu kuro mu amon pese on beba nti no o ka asase meto mu trim so and yes idea ye pe idea na nye it doesn't make sense say baako mistake on boye nyina ne say e campaign ti no mo ka ya we are ye kai NDC for any former President Mahama. Some of person Modoban say they know say there's an economic difficulty. I don't to mean Yakurano, 24-hour economy. Okay, nim say nipa pejuma. Enti asema okano or kebi keke. Edi ajini penny abraoni so to me. Edu no ka say ono ne Panda restaurant or probably to my 3 shift. No ya 3 shift no nipa no. So o ya 3 shift na obi am talk Panda aduane no a nipa no a wo de gu 3 shift no a wasan pro maka ho no. Wo de dey beti omoka. Ha? O ya 3 shift na kire say nipa ba wo pon kra o yesrew. O bi man kakra na ye towi. A hono na okasa okende sadia meye kakra because demand no.
But so say obi oha obepeso obeba. But the means to even get there, problem. That's why he spoke about Aban providing better transport to convey Sanko for
Don't country.
O say
on country say demand wo ho. And it demand na wo ho no. And no na driver's idea no. Demand ni wa. O say on fa bus into na mo mpa say nipa be tra bus mu na ba. Obi nya we yen this for some omokeka no. It doesn't make sense. But akwa say
have you read the question and answers now Communications Bureau ne dia
massage asem we. Omo ka akwa kwesi no omo say e chire no the details will come. Nti dia omo dia ba na yedai. Dia omo dia ba na yedai. Obi mean that down. Look, they talked in that for about electricity. Okay? Obi we mu yen krofo mo betra ba mu ayen tumi ampa enye sika nkotua ama yen to fuel am power plant okromu am yen electricity and no na ma ye tra doom so mu for the 4 or 5 years omo tra so ebe senkoi ye enye sika because I say we economy enye sika ni fi economy enye za sika no won ko print I say adwuma no the production of the economy no and na wonye sika e de ko to fuel na ye di tua me ma el power no ejira so me de ye adwuma wan nya sika amfa ma lightness so a wo be discount electricity no wo ko fane wo de ko cha manfo ana because wo no odi kan ya wo ba ye no obi wan tumi ama light ama but wo na wo ka jira say wo de oba betete electricity so wo ko fane wo hin and ama light na jira so ansa wa betete so. Those are the fundamental questions I can't idea no idea emfaso bi ani so omoka. But akwa say nipa ho hia ni nti no or how mu nti no omo de omo ka gumu sa. But no kura omo ne so obi ye bai. The real thing that Ghana needs is what we have done. The digital economy is the future. That is the frontier. And then brick and mortar no worker a friend is saying Panda can operate 24 hours and all you need is your online transaction window I'll be creating. Or more, a friend is saying Glovo. Or more, Sadia, Yango, anyway, you just have to register. You just have to subscribe to these services.
No, he has already.
He has already. Very good. Until that may say he's operating. Until then, no, can say for tram and see council. No more 4 years of basic tram. 4 years basic tram. Until you be trying. Until I just a hobby. Until 24 hours idea of okay. They be a bay. And they say on basic tram and answer. But today, no, with digitalization, Obi, transactions are happening 24 hours. And company be any Ghana digitalization affect them. Everybody is accepting payment on mobile money across board. People are selling. Fraud. Oh, Masa Tobo.
And no one would buy.
One akas will be Casamo.
Baby, something you'll be on the way at here.
Oh, that's how
why the way at here. Oh, we say one I'm to buy. Okay, one I'm to buy. Also, for the buy, oh, they are taking the buy. No, not the buy, and one can walk 24 hours. And everybody knows you lie.
Okay,
because you digitalization. When I'm to buy,
buy. Oh, the Bonipa or the buy my breast DNT. But then, digitalization.
You don't know nothing how to work on it. You don't know.
Kojo, you've made one interview. I'll give you your time. Right, my interview.
About to say a deal in Nimbo. Now, one year the obesity who dinibo. So, until car digitalization Ghana and as a digital economy and one. Dr. Baumia is synonymous to that. A doom rebino almost over economy and Samaka and work digitalization. But they don't know what the thing is. And as a young person, a lot of young people, they have opened online shops. They are making transactions on the internet. You are making money. That is 24-hour economy. But the truth of the matter is the danger I recognize of this idea of to good system because of the difficulty, the global difficulty, it makes it convenient to say but unim flag bearer His Excellency John Dramani Mahama gave them up or say do election braya campaign with a card ya beto ni pasu mukeke no beto abanama enya no kure o de say card ya ope ntwa na etwagum o ka sa nya
but that's a previous voice
o ma hwa na kai enya ni pa no kai na ndansa o sa president ana wasesa say sa de no o kai enya sa adwene no de adwuma ne obi out of the abundance of the heart
the mouth speaketh.
Nti dia waka no is him as a man, your word is your bond. Enti ono na semuna waka no nti the omo ye 24 hours no okagum and na wako committee the Secretary General of the Trade Union Congress. He was possessed by something to say game changer. I dare no and change it. You first of all have to build the foundation of your economy. And Obi going forward is what the Ghana bekonini. And ne Ghana brick and mortar. Ghana who person started business bia who afina who rent shop. Now we see mu why you say and then a month for WhatsApp status. It's a complete business front for people because of the digital economy idea. And sa idea where the only reason I say engage in trade and say we wanted Ghana for some Montias say Nkrofo omo kan ebie gumu ye twagum quality no ho quality no ye MPP digital economy idea ba quality na wo ho ni to mo twabie gumu so 24-hour economy enka hwe enya hwe bibia ni ho omo tumi nya hwe o kan wo safi no besi tram na mo abedi ATS mo tumi esi tram Montumi amalight and nyina so. But that's Agbesi no chuse me musa o say Obi ask Richard that when Nanado told us about his free SHS, did he give us a nation his details? How come he's saying JDM gave us Doomso for 4 years? JDM 2 was in office between 2013 and 2016. The power crisis started in 2014, June, and JDM solved it in 2016 before he left office. So where from this 4 years of Doomso? That's Agbesi Nuchu and so Agbesi Nuchu. Okay. In same you know Obisa. Say former president His Excellency Akufo-Addo ka free SHS no wa ma details. Obi so we ma free SHS and so we man Nkrofo school free details better.
No, it's a funding source.
Funding is a different thing. Tell Obisa say funding then they a different thing. But the same man Nkrofo school for free no ma details and why the details be na opa and wonya. The difference in say open say obey the same. So one can't one na why a question will be saying on so. Because at the end, and ya friend ye come once more. Yeah, buy and so yanka so next year 2 years there by September 2017 and they go akwa. Na dimwa be say ne. Enti answer no yamano. The other matter on see NDC. Ghana for nya botrani enti omo. Because elections be a yakobia friends saying 92 election fan tun chain and 96 fan tun chain. Those were not regular elections. But over 2000 election, 2004, the Elusu 2008, and then 2012 tun chain. NDC and win election. MPP in the Lusu election my NDC.
Really?
I mean nada. The problem is that NDC for intro, but I say Ghana no yentoaba against MPP say and the end say because of a referee because I now know say Obi no kremu ni pebia edi 12 years former president Mahama Efiade so and then the bear 20 nipa bia na di 15 nipa bia di 60 sabro ma adwene ndi politics echi bebri and na omo na be constitute the balance of voters 2024 so entino aye omo se nipa refi. That's why Dr. Tobra discusses our issues with NDC for any message amongst ourselves You didn't come out. They don't say they are offering hollow hope. I did anymore. But a year now I say MPP a bar. We don't do two difference. One name can show two difference.
Finally, 30 seconds.
Oh, to Boka say Siano, Kasana Mancape.
Richard, 30 seconds.
Yes. The main issue I had difference between Yang and NDC for they say. Yang ya bar be moi. Ya adwene say ye pese ya adwene yi. Enti no anamoya ye tu no. Ye two anamount to prove to people say election banti no look at us. Otherwise, no obi. Nka banking sector restructure 25 billion. Nka yen spending finance ah. Nka de be ya kwan.
Mwendi.
Te e de be ya kwan a ne ho abasem a ye ka.
Mwendi.
But say what is the benefit of say what kwan Ghana he nyina na economy a collapse here. Now banking sector a crash. What is the value? What kromo akwane da wani muzo so onya car mfa so na so onya petrol de beba kromo a we drive car enti no ye to ye bo say ye bobra. That is the difference. But the NDC for no omo ye cosmetic nyoma na no so no ensisi so enti omo ba when they lose NDC lose election convincingly. What I say? Because nkanya sa no a nka 2008 election nka obia na ye quartet we let them. Because Ghanaians had confidence in us. Yeah, our challenge will resolve. But the NDC has the only new hope will be a Ghana net. Yeah, problem and then they say about Ghana for 2 years. Not the Kofa or Hawaii woman COVID-19 and Russia, Ukraine.
And
Ghana economy the Obi. Why wouldn't you say a babak?
Richard Ahiagba, Air Director Communications, my MPP, Ekosiisen, Obi. Since the NDC and Mahama introduced this so-called 24-hour economy, every single NDC panelist who has come to your station seems to have his or her own definition of the policy. For Christ's sake, they should go back and agree on one definition and come back. If you've got any message to share with us, your WhatsApp number is 0548 443 523 0548 443-523, and then I would read them for you. Mesai ako ama Percival Kufiak Palua Kasa na Kujwedu Asarensoa Kasa, and then we would finish it off with Richard. Sorry. Good evening, Obi. I was very sad listening to Honorable Edu Asare. I was in boarding school from 2005 to 2008. There were several occasions that there were shortages of food and water. This phenomenon, though quite unfortunate, is not a new one. Today, the fact that there are shortages of food in some schools should not mean to any person that a free SHS is a failure. Let's assess the gains against the challenges. Kwejo Benjamin Asare. Ewo Kufuridia Edi Weyaba Kwejo Benjamin Asare. Okay. This one says that okay. Gamel Ewe Utu Obrachre wants an explanation. So what is the difference between the 24-hour working economy and the tracking system for senior high schools? Gamel Edie Enono. Gamel, we'll see if we can get some responses for you on this one. Where's the Obi? 24-hour economy is not a stand-alone activity. It is a resultant effect of certain actions like fixing security cameras in the city, police visibility, industrialization, etc. These actions will automatically trigger a 24-hour economy. You don't need to separate it and announce it unless it is for election-seeking purposes. Okay. Also tell him Free SHS has produced the best ever result in senior high school history. Junior in Tantra Hills, Junior, Edward Sari contest that. Was here more and I'm setting more questions than more market is not competitive. Okay. Where's the Obi? Okay. Honorable Edward Sari should not extend the NDC propaganda to free senior high school. If he hasn't benefited, he should keep quiet, because a lot of poor Ghanaians have benefited. Since the days of Kwame Nkrumah, boarding students have been sending foodstuffs from home to school. This is not new. Eric, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Eric, New Jersey in the US of A. And Odiwe Abraying. This one says, Obi, who is talking? Kofi Akpalu? No wonder he doesn't have a party office, let alone members. Hey, Enketia o suma hinkro hwe. We fe gbado me hu office na na.
Well, say order.
Na baby a o ma me hu. Say office na okokomlemle ha.
Also where
Also suma ahinkro.
Oh, okay, what's
That's in the Bono region.
On Wagas was Suma. On TC
But any other business, Kofi me pacho.
Oh,
five near sorry.
My brother chamber could be by am say NDC for car. And then the NDC for topic na be Mojuma. Licensure exams. I say NDC for say omo energy. Say adebi omo susu person moye. Na abawe ebaye no we implement so dem meche no fi se omo kwotena adem no mo dwene ho eno mo nu so obeboa eno mo komo beye no mo anyanye ena abawe abaye nti no they should take credit and then they should also be happy with it but say omo sam U10 no me ga say omo betwemu a I disagree with them. My accountant we are university now, we are accounting now masters now whatever. You can't call yourself an accountant. Okay, law now we are masters in law whatever. Now Babu, you can't call yourself a lawyer unless you go for
the professional
certificate. Eti teacher for one day na omre sa licensure ayina ba no maybe say ebe bo teacher for no ankasa and say wo tu kwan akwa abochire a and I will call baby akoya adwuma o license lekuta no will give you a pedigree over others. Eti ehonu mo de so mo hwe ehonu mu no ompa mu jaika because me sure say professionals no kwa no be your model because obeso call be so if you want to migrate to Canada and now you want to migrate to New Zealand and as Australia where they need more teachers so the major even the UK here with your license it will give you a because it comes with a number now your board number will say we need the passumasi eti because ultimo pretty as a doctor medical doctor Abraham koye medical school for an exams so though work university in every year but you still need to get that certification before you can now I'm say omoke kana no menia samija fi beka say licensure no menim say someone am tro on side there mo media for the mutimi tro bibia next side there seminar some kind there na mentimi nu asame ase because I may say there's difference between licenses and then licensure.
Yes, his argument, and I think he made that point here, say the fact say okay, so obemo be license and yet change to say it was so throw an exam just for the license. Right. That's his argument. For example, Utie former President Mahama, he makes the point say omu training na yede mo training college na as a college of education no any you free say atosia yenhye mu kena with all the professional content ni bibia na yemfa nkyere won in your exams for school where we know nya certificate we are wa be a professional teacher
na say na so ko school yesu ade ni bia but we no teachers they dey my school na na dey adwuma so koye professional course no and so now you can call yourself an accountant who we good time BSc or MSc or MA in accounting you can call yourself an accountant. What I say to this okoye CEO and say CEO and say ICO whatever they call it and so na be to make say we accountant so now obi silent session na omo kana omo you know me hono me say na say
adenti na wonte ase
license any licensure say na the same thing
so licensure na the exam exam a obetro na am license no the licensure exam o try na am license
the word licensure no any licensing you know the same thing
no licensure is gotten from license and as a license is gotten from licensure I mean
the same thing the same thing so let me tell you the same thing you can pick the definition and find out the same thing it no me one man say mo confuse here so let me tell you it NDC for choke bo mo nya ho bibia mo ja wo mo na chicha for no etimi no certificate no mo say mo license a mo di mo say me
mo di mo so mo ye teacher for
because doctor for mo twi aso dwa wo kuruma mu ya mo sa ayi de kuta mo na mo say we doctor ni o
okay
na ma wo tu kwan a e be ma bebie kwan ma ACC mo ade mo say the latest ACC open doors. Or the sky is the limit. Eti sita for no dey na o manya sa licensure e no manya certificate no manya no. E so mkutamu ye. Momo bia na da omo. Na omo hwe na omo nya na mom obi so bakubi ebeka ho apart from
my promises so far. Yes, so far 24-hour economy, cancellation of licensure exams, and a 100-day review of free SHS.
Free SHS. With him, Obi Bia what to about my NDC because you send DC for no do na ma enjoy free SHS. So we catch you say free SHS. Obe review no said the be tier school fees. Ne bin tier school fees. Wadi titru wa o unya obanya nko school ni bi no. Ye mu said ye try ye man o ma wi o le meche no.
Okay.
But wa afi na wo be wo ana wa ba encho be ko SS no. Say o ma obi dada o. No ga yes oba be year review of the SS ni dia o boa because emwa. Boy mo no say me say me nyakojo kra ka bibiro ga so sitama na e secondary school no ye time no na e shi gas oil nkwan
yeah minim pa
nkwan na nye nkwan bapa konkunte no mo say gum no mo de mai so the me che no na be brown 2 dia we mutumi 2 na ya da be bo abenkwan no so abenkwan do say nsuo pa abenkwan so the me che no mana adu ne twa
na wonya ne bebre
da be ne twa e ko ne twa ska so kwan bone no mo de mai wo school wo so the me che no kwan bone pa so ne twa muska na do try na wa professor bi sadi na ko school to school ni na be sadi obi ko school 85 84 83 everybody nyina bu say when the ko school now ore sadi e school na wo na dem try e bu kwa mo sa na sadi re e ko sua na one time the man ko sua me kai say teacher bi my hwe me bread because bread no dey no twice in a week panu kurukuru ani bi teach me senior no at time me ada o say e be di bread no what me shame pass
oh
side me real fit da
any foul bread di
you for me bread
school ben no
come academy sheme and then na da sheme sa bread na we me no a sheme pa bi sa brewe na wo dey try here no dey try school fees o you try fees you try body fees na ne mitime tie obi so say NDC fo ni bi o mota kapa o say enne de school hwe kwai ne boy den do free SHS ne baaye no won twa school fees toilet to can't my bank school bucket to my bank school
o moto
na prospectus no so bi ato o be twa school fees on twa school fees
sure
eti enne no o pe wumpu o be to prospectus no eti prospectus na wo to no and na wo say school hwe ne boy den no because of the free SHS. Okay, on top of it, for school fees na day. If I toss na say F1. Eti mo bia na da say me that on want this argument ni bi da. So, free SHS na buy school share boy dey. Want this asem ni bi da. So, obi obeka sa bia odada. Obi obeka sa chi obi odada because ene what the first school fees is can cost now okay. Then you feel how it is. And if anybody tells you say me ba be review free SHS say there be school fees or be create corruption. Because I never free SHS once a team that could be to baby. And they go to one ma na go for be guys say make change way na ma make change way na ma. Na first na CMB scholarship for no. Koko for man ko man scholarship ni bi. O ma na papa mo ye koko for no. O ma ina scholarship ni bi o e ba ye mo papa mu si ko muta e na scholarship na CM scholarship mo e so because so ba review free SHS no na ba be ye no bibi so bi betwa fees bi ntwa fees oboa o be create corruption ama nkofo abedi nkofo skanti bo hu no na hia forma no
ye bi anko Percival mame na say Paul de Suso e wo Worcester in Massachusetts or see Obi good afternoon. Tell your boss, the presidential candidate for LPG Kofi Akpaloo, that his distortion and misinformation on the 24/7 economy is just unacceptable. Based on his submissions, it shows very clearly that he does not understand the basic economic fundamentals of Ghana. The reason why he is kicking against such a policy. Candidate Kofi's comments are making this government rather look aimless and visionless in the eyes of Ghanaians. Please ask him Where did he get his 10.8 million number of children's figure from? To which he contradicted himself on his weak policy. Obi, with all due respect, can you please find out from candidate Kofi Akpalu what position would he give to Richard Ahiagba and Omanhene Kwabena Asante in case he wins? I foresee candidate Kofi Akpalu is going to make the work of his Minister of Information, Obi, very, very difficult, judging from his understanding of government policies. Thank you. Paul De Souso. Paul De Souso, I post in the interview. Ekosiisen is the higher Sempa 94.7 FM. Honorable Kojedu Asare, Ebebem. Na answer on the way. So, Obi, what is Richard Ahiagba saying? The 24-hour economy, Mebao, is a brilliant idea. The policy has many connected benefits to other parts of the economy. The concept of shift systems, transportation, etc. He should keep quiet if he doesn't understand this policy. William O. Legon and Udiwe William Yadase. Enye Legon University, no. We say Obi, in 2006, I was in a Swansea Technical School in the Central Region. We went on a demonstration because of the food we were given in the school. Though we were paying school fees, Justice Red Top Botiano Accra Eddie Way Abba. We say Obi, the 24-hour economy is not a well thought through program. To the extent that former President Mahama says the policy is not by force. Yao Marvin ewo kwisimintim nedie eni Yao Marvin yedase. We say Obi, good evening. Why are we playing politics with a 24-hour working economy? We should be ashamed that we are now talking about it. And to all Ghanaians, how would the 24 hours be feasible if we rule out transportation? When we talk of transportation, don't look at it only from the angle of passenger transportation, but look at the total chain in the transportation industry where material handling and communication is considered. Good roads, security, protection at night, etc. SNET and Eduwe Abasnet Yadase. Papa, lot of your messages. Where's Obi? Good evening. I am very sad listening to Honorable Kwejo Edu Asare this evening, calling a policy that is giving future to the next generation, such as the free senior high school, as a useless policy. But was praising a non-existent free day school whilst we were paying school fees in this country throughout our senior high school years from 2013 to 2016 as student. The NDC themselves need the SHS to be able to explain their 24-hour economy. Nanaya Thursday or a suboy in the Ayensuano constituency. Nanaya Thursday. Wow. Okay. Ma Yanshe Obi, good evening. The 24-hour economy can best be reduced to demand-driven productivity and job creation, but the NDC don't have the capacity to drill it down or flesh it out for public understanding. Chris or Adenta or they are but no. Mami fancy kojo me pacho bremo. Any other business?
Before kojo so as a Paul Disoso who say where did we get our
10.8 million figure not from?
We look at the graduates from free JHS every year. What I say? What's a Ghana and sharing proper data? It we check it. Say economy graduate. They are around 400 to 500, between 400 and 500,000. We assume saying Kwani be okropo ko school. So the merchant assume. And now as a year goes by, we expect to say a big increase. It is almost 600. Yeah, for 600,000. Within that age group, it is from 1 year up to 18 years.
Yes.
600,000 average. 10,800,000.
It is Hona Mudinya figure very well.
One population census now.
Oh, now data.
Oh no, data the bio.
Data.
Oh, now
data the obenya.
You get it.
Ali enye accurate. Credible fair idea. No, I said be
now.
fair.
They are accurate.
What's out there?
Public census. Let me tell you something.
Accurate data, at least in the absence of any contrary data. They don't need to count you directly. They
double counting.
They have a formula.
Before I remember back to our 24-hour issue, person may cause our digitization.
Okay.
Digitization, yeah. Papa, we are far too no so.
Papa Benya.
Why not also a friend of digital friend
Richard and now Dr. Baumia.
You see, when Mama can correct. So, and throw. And no more dear. So they think say they have saturated the system with lies until they can continue. Digitization, what infrastructure?
Asempa FM.
Base infrastructure bang. And I'm moving to take say we near the bar ya. Yet to me say and no ye online a year now bobodi. A mu dear and I'm introduce here. All these online programs are bobodi. A mu dear mobile telephony. This whole is hinged on which government? And Rollins government from 1991 at Deba. And I started from Mobitel to Celltel to back we call MTN almost started space phone and all of that. That is where the infrastructure started from. So the base infrastructure itself, you were nowhere near it. Today, that is the pivot or the pivot around which all this digitization is being driven. And you want to claim and take credit for digitization, digitize the economy. Interoperability. They are all over the place. Roland Agambiri. And then the company
RLG fame.
Yes. And Abemu. Hey. And also be billion. And then also the billion and be. And almost 4 million and abeye. That is where they claim to that interoperability no. Abedani or no, because what the 4 billion, 4 million, say 4 billion a bay into the power or no, or conceptualize it, no, from that day on, or no, dear, he doesn't have any credit to take. What kind of deception is that? Yeka fiber optics, baka lines ya lay, the binina musum, the sea lines are lay. To ensure say internet services across this country, length and breadth of this country. And I MPP by only what percentage of it?
FM.
Blue one port where from sample. West Blue. 2016 that was when I was at Flagstaff House when we signed a contract with West Blue. To start this whatever. I'm friend say Obi. This paperless
port. E-port.
2016, I was at Flagstaff House. And then my baby has a policy to say Momo dia. E-courts. The time I started here.
E-justice. Courts e-justice.
Victor Salome. More time. President Kufuor started a friend is saying, Sir, back when I'm be a normal different court automation. Okay. And no, and I'm a Honamujaro. Court automation. That is where you left it. And then we came and added the whatever digitalized aspects of it.
FM.
And the Haruna Idrisu and the Omani Buama. Today, Maji said digitization and more brainchild. This national center you're from sample. Will be a
data center.
Data center. Yen you see I ne Kofin cancer.
Okay, Accra Digital Center, you mean? Yeah.
Yes.
Kofin cancer eba ho first terms you call any Kojo Benjamin
Kojo Ban
and the
yes, it's true. When they see And what was the purpose? The nationwide digital centers are yes see all across this country until minimum mobile almost see Esla SCB account. But we built as many of it. Answer mobile, and the concept was born from us. You know, ya no papa as a government, and that is where we NDC the BIA for a DDD attempt. Say you enjoy a room. Yeah, they na near can and we think people will just see it and be happy. These people don't do it. They only rename and make noise. This is the man you people want to vote for as president. And throw the any papa near my own year, you say why yet. The bio befabia didn't throw. The bio befabia didn't throw. So basic airport or say port Cape Coast. We see. And no more see obey CD, body police, then headquarters will say all of it. This is a man, someone who has lost so much credibility. You go and vote for him. Someone by him a flag bearer. What do you expect from him? You have to come and do damage control. Now mobile try some mobile pumpy. The lies again. What destabilize policy afe na ye dream who ye flesh you know. One district, one factory. One village, one dam. And they might jai one some cracker. What you say? What you some can I ask you? What is your policy? You mentioned free SHS. I don't know one boy and one count. Because it failed. It failed. So today, when you hear, you say, Abrewa, LT, dry bones, and one someone. Now, because they say a lot and do little, and we don't say much and we do more. And I know you won't even want us to go there. Obekato say brick and mortar. Near brick and mortar. No, I've sat here and I've made it clear to the whole Ghana. Say, you people are stealing ideas that people have built. Especially with this digitization. Tell me and tell us what exactly has been the MPP's contribution to digitization in real terms. And yet, talk. Mabubodi, I mentioned West Blood, mentioned E-Justice, and all those references. We are also. What were you listening to? Intino, Mabubodi. What you have done, court complex here, and there we have a central place where the justice is dispensed. We'll be giving the judges, the lawyers, and the affiliates. They are content.
High court
complex. Nobody, what has been your personal contribution to this country in any form of action in the last 7 years? You saw water, the worst you've done to our water bodies, and the whole world. There is no one country, any one government that does not respect water like this government. So water body, wait energy that do so. Muna moko piska car power buy. Muna moko piska edi America.
No yenchaka. Nyasama meka no. Bisi fuel. America yes kana mko a contract. Ska ye de be ma de na ye dwuma ne.
Point well made.
Fuel.
Car power started running you know. Omo be catch us so much to fuel da. When please. Car power started running here. America started running here. Did they come and tell you so much or to fuel that? You see, you think you can use lies to build yourselves. Messia now is caving down on you people. Because the sounds are throwing now it's caving in. And your friend is saying President Mahama I say sikana
enama
amana dompe ye we nam na ka dompe na ye fi aban mu no we left you money yes aka dompe o but we left money in the your friend say heritage fund in the bakono they say
sinking fund,
and then there was a third one stabilization fund ni na ye just ka wo meboa yeah, you call Jisa, your friend say, I think was it the E whatever. Oh,
okay.
Energy way Nisikana.
Yeah.
600 million.
Yeah, I get it.
We left 600 million cedis in that account at the moment before we left government. If you are leaving government, according to you. Your real card don't pay, he left you money. He left you a Ghana that was doing 3 times or 10 times better than he's doing today. More ye jamu wusi ye jamu don't pay. Cry ye jamu sa nema we amu you today.
Asempa FM.
Don't pay no. Yet ya to a ye jam amanashi amframansu ehu and so no call. If we are describing what you've done to this country. Ejal koshe dompena koshe jem amanashi adane suama inframa bonson no so ko. That is where we are. As useless as we feel today in this country. Because my buying and the you are so inept in your governance systems. And you come and sit here and brag because you are the communications director. Until whatever they tell you, that is what you have to come and say. Whether it makes sense or it doesn't make sense, you say it anyway.
Kojo, that's a direct attack.
I said, now, you can't say who they want. He said, I wanted to see reaction. What do you say? You can't say who. And then it passes. Now, make us say, oh, your program was a Mumbekasa, Bibi, what do you feel offended for it? 24 hours, 24-hour economy.
Yes.
It is coming.
It will happen live.
Marauding. In that marauding style.
Say gig him.
It is coming in that marauding style. Okay. 2 weeks, for the past 2 weeks, you are here, you've been here.
It's dominated media discussion.
It won't stop today.
Okay.
It won't stop tomorrow.
Very well.
It doesn't matter what this MPP
people
science have to say about it. You can go and die.
Kojo Edward Sare and Etienne Kano. Where's the high obi? As much as I totally agree with Swagger, and Swagger is Honorable Kojo Edward Sare from Muamunimino. Space phone and Mobitel were not digital, but they were all analog. Digital network started years later. Digitization cannot be built on analog infrastructure. Digitization actually started. No, maybe.
You read this.
Oh, Tobo.
Do you read this kind of things?
Tobo.
No, please.
Why you the message in your
Oh, because what you say, technology evolves.
Yeah, it's my Nipa no the message or a senior citizen.
I don't care.
But the person says he agrees with you. No, or say, however, and this is where Kojo, this is where he makes your point. Or say, however, Obi, I agree that former President Mahama enhanced it with a better digital backbone infrastructure. And he's saying your way for you. And I'm saying, Yabutre.
Foundation. All these things you are saying. We Richard Ekasa earlier. The point I made, just give me a second. The point I made earlier, he did not depart from it. One kasa did not say elements be what I say a boy no before the system, the 24-hour system come. What did I say earlier?
Okay, very well. Me that
Anyway,
say. Mike Bonsu na this our message. My Mike, yeah, that say, papa. But that's interesting. Yeah, Mike Bonsu.
Radio Gold. A sports program.
I should think so. Yeah, because you're very.
Oh, I know him.
Way about
I know him.
sports. Yeah.
Mike, wait here. I beg you. Maybe I'll start it free. And
That's
you
it.
nearly
Later on,
took-
yeah.
nearly took me off guard.
But could you know? Say I know the way when I come on.
Richard, me patrol you the movie.
Obi. My friend is swagger there fine. What you say? Obi, share that me no o start me off with free SHS. But my kasa the rest of my life. And he said,
Kofi Akpalmo microphones near live by.
Obi, free SHS. And no near friend a game changer. And he said, be
Don't steal our friend. No. She said info from
English phrase.
No. She said info from.
It's an English phrase.
It is
Obi.
plagiarism.
Obi. And then not just a friend is say friend say didn't put the general secretary general TUC into NDC
On your NDC ni Yafa.
oh na that's obi aka na say na slogan obi anka bio
It has become our slogan.
Unless you member no
Message.
member.
Okay, very
So
well.
please find some other phrase.
Okay. Say if idea a game changer a free SHS. Game changer say and they say idea bia to me danning. I say a catalyst.
FM.
E wade mu asesa mane yeye. Enti obetuma try ne oma ba ko bi try pa and no one asesa. Ko sebre. Free SHS a game changer. Ono no kan nan kwan no near yensu me go school me nya duade ndi. Nka free SHS secondary school akasa nan ka menko. Cause my papa we abra na me fi second year echo third year or JHS. Enti ye school no na me nim se paper bi be fi ha ba paper me na me di amanfo echi aye select keke. Ya me adoma me pass ya say school na beto. The schools I mean ya na me nim beto one time bi ba ko bi na me former JHS senior ba ko bi na me te dia bi ase na oba yo fi school shana tade de letter na ya shame sa. Mba pe u ai ma me no nti no na me nim ade a me de ade ne be ye. Nto no na ya okọ baka sa de no de bra me no man ko school na na. The school I say me call back call. Pajota say. Ono sa bi si dia no ene wewu. Ono na didi mu na say na require fisika. Etiro ye ka free SHS asemo a eya na mo mbeka ebi enkan so because ye binmo eya odie na say da ewo makoma mu de bia mete say free SHS aba kire be say nipa na ewo abewo me tibie mu nne no they won't have to go through what I went through. School we go school from morning come those so but you can go to school your mouth boarding your mouth danyaka yes a bit my yeah but scan a bit much invest more na president kadibia so we skip your best spend your free SHS into your best spending more you discover ka ho tima mo ka review na nipa bi ebuefu a personal matter
And you no can review.
that's how kai massa
You no can review. What is that you can review how many times?
or say 100 they be review again more cold weather mo ka na
some do ankasa see obey review.
na president Akufo na on kasa massa aya na kasa on kwa na betu aha oni aka nsem ana
Kojo.
Obi no.
aya kwa na betu aha oni aka nsem dabi obi akwafa de na ba review akwa no review
open to be fair was okay so oye open to conversations around the review.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
So hold on. President Akufo or can't review no. Kabaya review of free SHS away dada. There were voices within our own party. The party said Munye say the version of what Moke Kase Miyesi. Akufo on yet because he understands what this thing means. Oh yeah no bibia is no longer free SHS. Obi. Oh yeah bibi in this current form now. Oh te who say krana is no longer free SHS. Omo kasa no omo kano. A man for shebre no mudi diagrono. Na me catch say in the next 10 years, the next 15 years, the history of this country will be written by Akufo-Addo scholars. People are and now menya kwai ako school, but for that, bebre from backgrounds like mine. Inti asem we amfa ndi agro. So, na no all can. Or say fiber optics. Friends say infrastructure. Yeah, the SRD way. And this is for the dumb way the car. Na wambu be you ano analog asem na work. Look, 2007. Obi, now President Kufuor, a commission, the first phase of building fiber optic backbone of this country from the southern sector to the north. And no is the catalyst that changed the industry. You can't game changer. These are game changer policy positions.
How many kilometers?
Well, I think overcome.
Yes,
Then I walk first. You know, 1 kilometer. Na jasa mono. Well, kind of first. What kind of kilometer? Ne akebia so. One to me. Oh, jawasam. Masa. Eti a na de no fare by.
Don't come.
And be ye na yeti de eti. Na akọ wi akire kura no. Sika na mo pese moje. Na mo ye saa de we ya bo kase ka obi be ye friends mobile money interoperability that de no. Sika na mo pa akọ
oh ya no enya no kre.
Oh masa, wo kai ma me fa na have de enya no kre. Na bo mo de to ade we so no ye je o saa bo na obetumi aye.
Yen tro na mo be di.
Oh be yo no problem. E kra ya de no.
The starting tro ni di.
Oh de tie.
That is why he started the life from.
Brand buy so be kasa mo bi nkabie na wo no won this.
Na wo this amra na
nkasa. Yemre na ya so.
Obi. Enti no ade no e bro mo so a na mo de yes ade we. Ene mobile money interoperability. The digital economy led by His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ene you can sell on your WhatsApp status. O de 200 people who are friends so me pa dey we no say okay. And send scan ko hana ma send ya de na bro. Or frɛ kura no frɛ moto glove ni side dey we no wa be fa de na command pan. Very neat. Jumia Jumia ni omo abeba nyina online business ekoso nipa is making living because now no the digital economy no aba for the benefit of Ghanaians. And no only a friend game changer. Unko dwene enhwe sadia wi Sydney for ayo mo kromo a omo infrastructure dey ade aka so yensu yen kabi. Enya no on ye kadu. Look, me ye ka asem a mo di o man we so chi obi a. Ghana time a mo waste no nka nya de a nka democracy the bank mo NDC for kura no. Nka say concern mo na yi mu free Ghana. Look, for a period of our time or share kakraka nipa de betu nipa so o na mokura no a hunu e kura na wo mu.
What's the difference now?
What's
the difference?
Entino
Mumbon Crawford for elections. 8 people died in elections. What is the difference? Before after sir we now incidents now okano. Election ben ya kum nipa 8 o ma oni. Tell me.
Obianko kun nipa
8 died.
Masa te. Look, Obi. Enti no kra wo mo ne say.
Okay.
Ghana and na ye wo mu yi. Ohawa aba MPP ye ho adwuma no. Wo hwe from time President Kufuor ebedi ade na economy na ya basa tete apansam NDC abreso won ye giye eye economy ya ma financial sector no movie ye bibia na Ghana otubi wote hokora na ye frefro se bagilo economy ni ye ya ma ne ye ene edi ja NDC for but tete say ade de pasa ene ye sabe fa 2017 ya ba ye obi sa na economy no na tete awo de che obi kura ye mpe ene ya sa ya tete asemo no ya na mo fact enti obi ye be di economy no teo in the final analysis no obi ti economy at 2016 na etiko form no for 4 consecutive years and this for from 2011 I am reaches 14% GDP oh masa yen ye di oil ni jamo oil na ye na sabre no mo start so 2000 president go for free so 2009, we have discovered oil in commercial quantity. You started commercializing that grew 14%. You know, it was oil driven. Here, can't watch us here.
And you know, growth no tobo. So 2 wells are here. They come 2016. Okay. And you know, that's our growth from 2017, 2018.
I can't want to cover oil in the buy. Wana kofa buy.
Muna mudi free mwabieja na chebi ede buy.
Obi. So say
mwabieja. And akufo adu free chebi. Mudi free one because
only say tobo.
Muna mudi buy.
So only say yo yate. Odi say o kan say no te say Mobitel no mo na kofa digital economy buy. what I say now oil no na ya na multi parliament say adwongo no ene de obeka say mo na mo gya well mienu ya amfa sa adwongo period na nka wo be do well enti we mo no kasa na aka omo ono edwasa ya mistake kasa na ya kasa anase ya dedi kasa chi obi oh masa Ghana hano enya mo subai bi ena eni abre pese ye magana 40 anka MPP ye nkasa sa adwuma ya ye no se nka ye nkrofo e kasa sei no a nka Ghana ha nka mo nya election bia pon wini because ye mo elections mo
apart from stealing elections you don't win elections. That's why you kill people before you win the elections.
1992 election, 96 election ye twanja regular election. Sa election friend democratic election.
96 was democratic.
Massa.
96 you participated. 92 yes we can have an argument by 96.
96 above 92 no parliamentary e kekena yi. But me kire say sa election no anya election ye call ye free
election when I run here.
Anya
2000 election before the run here na omo win here. Me say as a man no the 2000 election you ran it and you won, right?
But that election, no, we are credible. On your credible, on your credible. Oh, wow.
Ekosiisen is in a higher sample.
Election, I don't know. Say, be a Nikromuha. They are what I say you. Say, election, it got out of their hands. Now,
94.7.